Hello, beautiful souls. I am here today to tell you how the 30-day observation mode changed my life. If you feel like you are stuck repeating patterns in your life, if you're stuck in indecisions, if you feel like there's something missing in your healing journey, I encourage you to observe. Not only for a day, I observe for 30 days. So a few years ago, I had the intuitive hit to enter a 30-day observation mode. So for 30 days before I reacted to a situation, a person, or my own feelings, I observed. I took a moment or hours and observed what was happening and observed what I had the energy to do in that situation and whether it was for my highest and greatest good and why I was doing these certain things. So if this interests you and you're still here, let's go a little bit more in depth on it. Certain things that I observed during my observation mode might be a bit different from yours, but I'd like to share how it is that I observed certain situations and how it changed how I'm going to see them in the future. This practice changed my life, and I'll tell you why. It changed how I observe other people and observe myself. It changed my relationships with people and with myself. It changed how I show up for myself as well. It changed how I heal. I just am a little bit more aware now as to why I do certain things that I do and why other people do certain things that they do. Number one is I noticed that people are going to show you exactly who they are and who they want to be when you are not inserting yourself in every single part of their life. This one's a little bit hard and was harder for me to come to terms with. But when I first started the observation mode, I was having certain difficulties with certain relationships in my life, both romantic and friendships. And I kept voicing my opinion, voicing what I think these people should be doing, or trying to help too much. And when I entered the observation mode, I noticed how much energy I was spending on helping these people or trying to give advice to these people when they were doing and being exactly who they wanted to be. And I just wasn't liking what I was seeing. So I was trying to change it. Taking a step back and preserving my energy and doing things that I wanted to be doing, I got connected with people that I was more like-minded with. And some of the people in my life actually figured it out and actually got onto a better path. And some of them just showed me that that's not the path that they wanted to be on. Whatever I was doing was not what they wanted to be doing. So I realized that we were just not a good connection. And number one leads me into number two. Number two was it showed me how much I spent my time and energy in areas that I didn't even want to be spending time and energy. For example, there's one time my partner at the time was having a fit about a crappy day that he had. And automatically I wanted to start helping and soothing and trying to make the day better. Instead, I let him feel his feelings and I asked myself, what do I feel like doing right now? And at the time, all I wanted to do was order pizza. It was Friday night. I ordered pizza. I sat in the backyard with my dogs that are hanging out with me now. And I had my pizza. I had the best Friday night by myself and with my dogs. And I realized that I didn't need to insert myself in that energy. He also had the time and space to feel his feelings. Another way that I noticed that I was giving my energy away is having these little people-pleasing voices in my head. It sounds crazy, but whenever I was doing something I didn't want to be doing and giving my energy away, I would hear the voice of the person I thought I was pleasing, telling me to do it. And that, without the observation mode, I probably wouldn't have noticed that that's what I did. I would hear the voice of a loved one or the voice of a parent or one of my friends that I felt like I needed to do this thing for them. So I would hear them say like, oh, you should do this in my head instead of hearing my own voice giving me my own advice. So the observation mode really helped me hone in on what it is that I felt like I wanted to be doing versus what I thought other people wanted me to be doing. There's obviously so many other benefits to the observation mode, but I'm going to leave it at that. If you have more questions, please let me know in the comments. I'm going to make a follow-up video eventually on how to start it. It's not super complicated. If you feel like starting it and not wanting to wait for the next video, just start it now. You don't need to wait for the first of the month. Just start it whenever you feel pulled to and do the 30 days then. I would love to hear your thoughts on this or any of your questions so I can include it in the future video. Let me know in the comments and of course like and share.